Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our basic science class. So, what was the last topic? What was the last topic? Yes, the solute, the solvent, and the solution. And also, we are discussed about some properties of water. Water maintains its level. Then, what is universal solvent, and also the unit of measuring liquids like that. Okay, so I think it's clear. So now we are move on to a topic. Can you see this? This is about the amount of water in our earth. That means the major portion of water in the earth is seawater, because only 3.5% of pure water in earth. Okay, only the 3% of 3.5% is pure water in our earth, and the amount of seawater is 96.5%. That means the most of the water in the earth is seawater, and the amount of salt is very high in seawater, so we cannot use in our properly. Okay, so the amount of pure water only is 3.5%. Okay, so what are the sources of pure water? What are the sources of pure water? Yes, well, ponds, rivers are like that. But nowadays this limited amount of pure water is also getting polluted or contaminated. The amount of this limited pure water also polluted and contaminated. Okay, so now we are discuss about the water pollution. What is our topic? The water pollution. Okay. Topic is water pollution. So, the amount of pure water in our earth is limited, and it becomes polluted day by day by different kinds of our activity. What are they? What are they? Do you know? Yes, we are washing clothes and bathing cattle in the rivers. Okay, then we are throwing plastics and waste materials into water resources. There are a lot of different kinds of activities are. So now we can list out them. Okay, so different ways in which water get polluted. Water get polluted. What are the different ways in which water get polluted? Washing vehicles and bathing cattle in the river. Washing vehicles and bathing cattle in the river. Okay, next is throwing plastic waste into water reservoirs. Throwing plastics or waste materials into river. Okay, it's like that. Next is dumping waste from factories. Dumping waste from factories. Another way of water pollution. Dumping waste from factories. Okay. And another waste is agriculture field. Spraying pesticide and insecticide. Okay. Spraying pesticides from agricultural fields. There are different ways in which water get polluted. You can list out more. Okay. These are only 4 items. You have to add more ways in which water get polluted. Okay. First one is washing vehicles and bathing cattle in the river. Is a way of the water get polluted. The pupils are washing vehicles and bathing clothes, and washing clothes also near the river, and the river become polluted or contaminated. Okay. Next is throwing plastic or waste material into river. We are throwing different kinds of waste and plastics into river, and the river become polluted. Okay. Next is dumping waste from factories. Dumping waste from factories. There are different kinds of waste after manufacturing, and they are dumping, most of them are dumping waste into rivers or water reservoirs, and also waste from fish and meat. Also dump into water reservoirs. The water is polluted. And another way of water pollution, that means different ways in which water get polluted, is spraying pesticide. Spraying pesticide from agricultural field. Okay. These are some kind of water get polluted. So you have to list out more. So the limited amount of pure water is available from our earth. This also get polluted, and it's adversely affect our life, because the water is very important for our life activities. So if they are polluted or contaminated, what happens? It adversely affect our living organism. So next is the prevention of water, the methods of prevention of water pollution. Methods to next topic is method to prevent water pollution. Methods to prevent water pollution. What are the methods to prevent water pollution? Don't throw waste or plastic on river. Okay. Don't wash vehicles and bathing cattle near the river. Okay. Next is reduce the use of chemicals. If we reduce the use of chemicals, we can decrease the water pollution by just not throw the waste into water. Okay. So reduce use of chemicals is another method of prevent water pollution. Next is the plastics are large amount of plastics are thrown into water reservoirs and the water get polluted. So what we'll do? There is a recycling of plastic. Recycling of plastic, so we can reduce the plastic waste. We can reduce the amount of plastic waste. So recycling of plastic is another way of prevent water pollution. Okay, then another, don't throw waste on water reservoirs. Don't throw waste on water reservoirs. And also we can conduct awareness program. We can conduct the awareness program to prevent water pollution. Conduct awareness programs among people. Conduct awareness program. And also different methods are there. You can write in your notebook. You can find out and write in your notebook what are the methods to prevent water pollution. Okay. So what are the methods? These are some methods to prevent water pollution. You can add more. And one is, don't wash vehicles and bathing cattle near the river. Don't wash vehicles and bathing cattle near the river, and if you are not doing, the water is not getting polluted. Okay. Next is reduce the use of chemicals. Reduce the use of chemicals. There are a lot of chemicals are emerged from the factories, and it make a lot of pollutions in water. So reduce the use of chemicals. And third one, recycling of plastic. Nowadays a lot of plastics waste are there. Okay, so if recycling the plastic, we can reduce the amount of plastic waste, and it help to prevent water pollution. Next is, don't throw waste on water reservoirs. There are a lot of water reservoirs and they get contaminated by throwing waste material. So don't throw any waste materials from there. Okay, and that cannot get polluted. Last is conduct awareness program. That means conduct awareness program between peoples, among peoples, about the importance of water, about the water conservation, like that. Okay, is it clear that? Okay. So these are the method of preventing water pollutions. These are the method of preventing water pollutions. Is it clear that? It's clear. Okay. So our next topic is, how is rain formed? Our next topic is, how is rain formed? How is rain formed? Okay, on page number 28, can you see this picture? Page number 28. This picture is about the rain formation. This picture is about rain formation. That means the water from the water bodies, like ponds, rivers and plants reaches the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. Okay, the water from the river, water bodies, that means the river and ponds, reaches the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. Okay, due to the heat of sun. Due to the heat of sun, the water become water vapor, and the water vapor condense in the form of clouds. There the water vapor is condensed in the form of clouds and get cooled and come as rain. I will draw a diagram here and you can understand that. Water from river, like that, water bodies, okay, and it become water vapor. By the heat, the water is reached the atmosphere as water vapor, and the process is evaporation. We can discuss later what is evaporation. Okay, evaporation means the liquid, okay, the liquid is changes to water vapor. The liquid is changes to vapor, and that process is called evaporation. Then this water vapor is condensed as clouds. Okay, water vapor is condensed as clouds. Process is condensation. Condensation means the vapor is changed into water. And that is the process of condensation and become rain. Okay, and become rain, and this is water cycle. The water from the water bodies is reached into atmosphere as water vapor by the heat of sun, and then it is condensed as clouds and cooled and down as rain. The water is cooled and it become the rain. Okay, and there is two processes are there, the condensation and evaporation. Evaporation means the liquid changes to vapor due by the heat. We can discuss about that. We can write. Evaporation means the liquid changes to vapor by heat, and this is evaporation. Next is condensation. By cooling, the vapor is changed into water. Okay, and this how the rain is formed. And by this two process, evaporation and condensation, that means the water from the water bodies, that means from river and pond, they are reached to the atmosphere. As water vapor by the heat of sun. The water is changed to water vapor by the heat of sun, and this it condensed and become clouds. Okay, and it is cooled and come as rain. Condensed and cooled and come as rain. Okay, and the two processes are evaporation and condensation. Is it clear that? Okay, so this is about the rain formation. The two important processes are evaporation and condensation. Evaporation means liquid changes to vapor by heat. Condensation means by cooling the vapor is changed into water. Okay. So this is how the rain is, this is the method, the process in which the rain formation takes place. And now next is water conservation method. Okay, next is water conservation method. So I will show a chart here. Our next topic is water conservation method. Okay. So we already discussed that our water is getting polluted day by day by different activities. So we have to conserve the water. We have to conserve our water. And these are the method. Okay. These are the method. Water conservation method. And I will show pictures here. The page number 29. Page number 29. Can you see some pictures? These are the water conservation method. First one is rain harvesting pit. First one is rain harvesting pit. And it is the one of the method of water conservation. Okay. Next is preparing mud walls. Preparing mud walls like this. Okay. And third one is sloping land cut into different layers. Sloping land cut into different layers so we can conserve more water. Okay. Next is preparing basins around trees. Okay. Preparing basins around trees, and that is also an important method of water conservation. Next is rainwater storage tank. Page number 30. You can see three pictures. This is new methods of conservation of water. Rainwater storage tank. Okay. In your home, you can construct rainwater storage tank and you can collect more water. Okay. Next, rainwater into wells. Rainwater into wells also a conservation method is applicable into a home. And silpoline water storage tank. This is also an important conservation, water conservation. Silpoline storage, water storage tank. Okay, so we are conserve this rainwater and we can filter it and use in different purposes. Okay, from your home also we can conserve this rainwater and filter, and we can use it different kinds of purposes. These are the water conservation methods. Okay, rain harvesting pit, preparing mud walls, sloping land cut into different layers, and preparing basins around trees. And these last three methods are new methods of water conservation: rainwater storage tank, rainwater into wells, and silpoline water storage tank. So we are already learned about the importance of water and its conservation like that. Sometimes it adversely affect our life. It adversely affect our life. Okay. So next topic is disasters caused by rain. Okay. Next topic is disaster caused by rain. So water is very important in our daily life, but it has sometimes it also adversely affect our life. Okay, now we can discuss about that. Okay. So now we are going to learn about the disaster caused by rain. Do you know what is floods? Yes, the previous years we are facing that major issues, flood. Okay, so what is, can you see this picture? This is the floods. Pictures are related to the flood. Okay, can you see this? Okay, so when water bodies and agriculture field is filled with mud water, it become difficulty to flow water and it leads to flood. And by the flood, we have a lot of destruction in your homes and it loses our life also. So now we are move on to a topic, the disasters caused by rain. The first one is floods. Okay. Next, landslide. Landslide is, what is the reasons of landslide? The deforestation and construction of buildings like that lead to landslide. Okay. Second, third one, uprooting of trees. This is also a disaster caused by rains, and sea turbulence is a natural calamities. Okay. Next is destruction of agriculture. It also loses the agriculture. Okay. Next, soil erosion. Soil erosion, one of the disaster caused by rain, and mudslide. Next is destruction of houses, buildings, and diseases of rainy season. We affect a lot of diseases during this rainy season. Okay, so this is the disaster caused by rain. So in page number 33, you have an activity. Okay, page number 33, you have an activity. First column, given natural calamities. Okay. Page number 33, natural disasters and method of prevention and control. Okay. So first one is natural disasters. And second column is method of prevention. Method of prevention and control. So we are discussing different kinds of natural disaster. You have to find out the method of prevention and control. First one is floods. Okay. First one is floods. First one is flood. So, what is the method of prevention and control of floods? We can building reservoirs. Avoid insufficient construction. Avoid insufficient construction. You can add more point to this column. Flood is a natural disaster and method of prevention, one is avoid insufficient construction and also building reservoirs. Okay. Next is mudslide. Mudslide is another natural disaster, and how to prevent this mudslide? Preventing deforestation we can prevent this mudslide. Preventing deforestation. Okay. And next is Landslide is another natural disaster. Landslide. Okay. Landslide. Landslide. Next is drowning. Coastal erosion. The last one is coastal erosion. Coastal erosion. Okay. You have to find out the method of prevention and control of this natural calamities also. Okay. Coastal erosion can be prevented by construction of walls, sea walls like that, and also landslide we can prevent deforestation like that. So you have to find out other prevention method. Okay. So these are the natural calamities and method of prevention. So today we are learn about different kinds of disaster, water pollution, conservation method like that, and our chapter is completed, and I think you had understood the concept. So you have an activity, page number 34 and 35. 4 activities are there. Okay, 4 activities. First one, among the various properties of water which are applicable to the following situations. Among the various properties of water which are applicable to the following situations. First one is water shortage due to excessive sand mining in rivers. Water shortage due to excessive sand mining in rivers. So, what property of water is coming under? What property? Yes, water maintain its level and also water flow. These are the 2 property coming under this questions. Second one, the water shortage caused in nearby wells due to the exploitation of water from a well rich in water. This also we are discussed about it. Yes, water maintains level and also flow of water, and these 2 properties are coming under this question. And the second question is the gum which sticks to the knife while cutting a jackfruit is removed using kerosene. Which property of kerosene is utilized here? What is the property of kerosene is utilized? Yes, kerosene is act as a solvent. Okay, kerosene act as a solvent and gum is soluble in kerosene. This is the answer. And your third one is prepare a notice. That means we have discussed various methods of disaster management and prevention. Find out a few methods to escape from natural calamities which are a threat to your place. Compile the information collected and prepare a notice for the attention of the local population. You already learned how to prepare a notice. So prepare a notice, and the topic is prepare note about natural disaster and prevention method. So your notice is based on the topic natural disaster and prevention method. You already learned how to prepare a notice. Okay. So the last one is complete the following illustration related to water. So this illustration given a total concept, that means everything about water. So you should write and study well about this topic. Water, first one is property. No color, taste or smell. You have to find other properties. Second one, uses. It's simple. First one for drinking and write other uses also. And third one, water sources. Pure water, salt water. You have to find out both sources of pure water is well, and you have to find out other sources. Salt water, lake, and you have to find out other sources of salt water. Next is about pollution. Write the reasons and preventive method. We are studied about that today. We are studied about this pollution and their reasons and also prevention method. And last one is storage and conservation method. We are discussed about the conservation method. Okay, I think you had understood all the concept in this chapter. So water is very important in our life. We cannot live a life without water. We cannot live a life without water. So you conserve it, you conserve water, you protect our water. Okay, thank you so much.